Good Tuesday morning, everyone. I have Miss Tori. She is the Audrey Stoete sculpt, and her sculpt name is Betty. We call her Tori Reese, and her reborn artist was Cece Baldamino of I Love Reborn Dolls, and her hair was painted by Lang's Reborns. And her little cousin is twinning with her today. She's been excited. She loves Emi over at Reborn Living Dolls. Her mommy is Shara. So today we're going to be twinning, and I'm going to put her in the boppy. This is what we're wearing today. It's a little blue Gerber onesie, and it has little flowers. This is like a 3D. It's white and mint green and yellow and pink, and it has little gold stars in the center of some of the flowers. And she's got little blue and white mitts that match, and little blue and white socks that match. And I noticed Shara was going to put a mint green bow on Emi, so I thought we would put a mint green bow on Tori. Guys, how are you all today? Did you sleep good last night? I got up about 4:30. I had a headache. It was a sinus headache. And so I took a Tylenol and went back to bed, and I still had my headache. I think I am feeling just a little bit better. I don't know if it's this crazy weather. Yesterday we walked down the walking path, and it is very grown up and woodsy there, and I have a lot of allergies. So until the growth dies down this fall, I may be grounded and not be doing the walking path. I don't know. We will see. Jeff got his car fixed yesterday, and the insurance paid most of it. He didn't even have to pay the full deductible because it come in less than what the estimate was. So we'll take it. That was good. We have our little bunny with us today. I'm not sure. I think it's a bunny. It is, because it's got bunny ears. This was actually handmade by a lady over in the Netherlands. I got it off one of the waffles on Facebook, and I think it's really, really cute. Matter of fact, we'll put it over here. Shara, I peeked this morning and I saw that you had already done your video, and Emi looked adorable in her outfit. You have a beautiful Emi. Of course, I'm a little partial. I think my little Tori's kind of beautiful too. So we just have beautiful girls, and they love each other because they are cousins. Aren't you, sweetheart? Yeah, you love your Emi. And your Auntie Shara. Auntie Shara's getting ready to go on a big trip. I'm anxious to see her pictures, so I hope she'll share some pictures on YouTube with us. It is still cold. I've got my sweat outfit back on today. I wore the same thing as I did yesterday. I didn't get it dirty, and I have to go get my hair cut here in a little bit. So, you know how when you get your hair cut, you always get a little bit of hair on you. So I think I'll put the little mitts on her. I thought maybe that might help just keep her a little bit warmer since it is so cold. And look, here's your hair bow. Here's your hair bow. Let's show everybody how pretty you look. And here she is, guys. She's all twinned up with Emi. and I thought we would read a little book today. Let me see if I can get her. There we go. I have The Ugly Duckling. Do you guys remember the little golden books they had back in the 60s? Well, I had a ton of those. I think every week Mom would buy me a book at Kroger's, and I wish I had those books so bad. There's a few that I really want to get. I'll try to show you the pictures. One bright sunny morning, in a corner of an old farmyard, a mother duck watched proudly as her ducklings hatched from their eggs. The 5 new ducklings were tiny and covered with soft yellow feathers. Guys, these pages are sticking together. Here we go. But the mother duck was puzzled because one of the eggs did not hatch. This egg was much larger than the others. An old duck came waddling down the path and stopped to admire the new ducklings. "What is wrong with that egg?" the old duck asked. "I don't know," the mother duck replied, "but for some reason it won't hatch." The old duck looked carefully at the egg. "Well, that's a turkey egg," she said. "Leave it alone and go teach your new babies how to swim." "No," the mother duck said. "I've taken care of this egg for so long, I will stay with it until the duckling hatches." So the mother duck continued to sit until the large egg began to wobble and crack. Finally, out came an unusual-looking baby bird. He was covered with rough gray feathers, and he was much bigger than the other ducklings. His feet were large and clumsy, and his neck was long and skinny. When the other birds in the farmyard saw him, they began to squawk. "What an ugly duckling," honked the geese. "A very strange duckling indeed," clucked the hens. Even the turkeys laughed at the new baby. The poor duckling really did feel ugly. He made his way to a nearby lake to hide in the tall grass. He stayed hidden all summer long. One night, when the moon was shining brightly on the lake, the lonely duckling saw winged creatures gliding through the sky. 3 magnificent swans cast graceful shadows as they flew through the night. The duckling stood still to admire them. Oh, how he longed to fly! When winter came to the lake, the duckling grew cold, and he had trouble finding food to eat. One morning, the duckling slipped on the ice of the frozen lake. A kind farmer found him lying helpless and scared on the ice. The farmer wrapped him in his old coat and carried him back to the nice warm barn. The duckling stayed in the barn, and the farmer took care of him for the rest of the long, harsh winter. Here's a little frog in the corner. Spring finally arrived, and the farmer led the duckling out of the barn. The duckling had grown. Feeling stronger than ever before, he flopped his wings gently in the warm light of the sun. To his surprise, he flew right off the ground into the bright sky. He landed near some reeds at the edge of a peaceful pond. He could hear the children playing nearby on the bank, and once again he saw the lovely swans. This time they were drifting through the water. Afraid that they might laugh at him, the ugly duckling lowered his head in shame. As he looked down in the reflection in the still water, he saw another swan that was just as splendid as the others. After a moment, he realized he was staring at his own reflection. He was amazed at how beautiful he had become. He was not an ugly duckling. In fact, he had never been a duckling at all, but a swan in the making. He glided into the water and joined the other swans. When the children saw him, they began to shout, "Look at the new swan! He is the most splendid of them all." He was no longer an ugly duckling, but a graceful and beautiful swan. With this proud thought, his heart almost burst with happiness and joy. The end. I hope you guys enjoyed The Ugly Duckling. And I hope you also enjoyed our twinning day with Shara and with Emi. We will see you all tomorrow. Thank you for stopping by. Bye, guys.